So, hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Manga Mandrew, and today I'm doing something that I've done before, actually earlier on this year. I'm going to be reacting to the most recent death battle, Spider-Man versus Deku, Marvel versus My Hero Academia. Yes, this is going to be very exciting, not only because, I am uh, you could say a fanboy of superheroes to a certain extent, and having two of my favorite superhero medium characters coming at each other, fighting to the death. Yeah, you can tell that this is going to be very, very hyped, and I'm very, very excited for this. Even to the point where I made a video about it prior, and if you want to get my full thoughts and breakdown of who I think is going to win this fight, you can go check out that video. But today, I am just going to be reacting to this death battle. It's about to be starting soon. It's almost 12 o'clock. I can't wait. I'm a little bit hyped for it. Most likely than not, I'm going to try and not focus as much on the video as I did in the last one, at least at the start. Only because the last time I did that, I got a pseudo copyright strike because of the opening of the actual episode, the preview of it, ticking down when the episode is about to start was apparently copyrighted, even though it was through YouTube. So, the tomato. But yeah, it's about to be starting really soon. So I'm going to be switching over to this one. I'm going to be switching between camera 1 and camera 2. I may stick with camera 2 a lot more and stick with camera 1 when the actual fight begins so that you can get my full-fledged reaction. Also, I'm very prepared for this as I have my Spider-Man shirt. So I'm very much looking forward to this. I think everything should be good. We're just waiting for it to, start up. So I'm very excited. I can't wait to see. Ooh. Okay, yep, here it is. It's starting, and I'm going to. Yeah, we're just gonna mute that. I don't want any type of copyrighted stuff to happen. So, but we're finally here. We're 2 minutes down. I guess I could probably give my preference for the characters, specifically why these characters are most likely fighting. We have Deku, who is a young aspiring hero from My Hero Academia in a world where around 80% of people have powers, but unfortunately he was born in that 20% that is considered quirkless. But he still aspired to be a hero, and that he eventually met up with the Superman figure of his world, All Might, to eventually work under him and be a mentor to Deku so that he can inevitably be not the #1 hero, but the greatest hero. And My Hero Academia just follows the story of Deku becoming the greatest hero, going through trials, tribulations, learning his power, learning how to hold back, and pretty much be the best hero he can be, while also having a lot of inspirations to Marvel and DC, due to the fact that My Hero Academia's author Horikoshi is very much a big Marvel fan, big superhero fan, especially a fan of Spider-Man, which is why we get to Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man, who originates initially from the universe of 1610, which eventually he got transferred over to the 616 universe, and maybe as of this moment, maybe going back to the 1610 universe, also known as the Ultimate Universe, which has been revitalized, which is the reasoning why Miles Morales is probably in this fight. He was also very much a very young teenage hero who didn't have any aspirations to be a hero, but after he gained the powers to be a Spider-Man and eventually sees the Peter Parker of his world die in front of him, and him not feeling that he had the ability to help him at the time, he has dedicated pretty much the rest of his life to actively being Spider-Man, to be a hero who's there to save people. And when it comes to both of the characters, they have a lot of similarities. They started off young, they had inspirational heroes that they looked up to that eventually fell from grace. They have very similar power sets. Deku's Danger Sense is very much inspired by Spider Sense, and the fact that they are relatively young, even now Deku is currently in his mid-20s, and Miles is pretty much in a similar boat. All of this and more is the reasoning why I think that this is going to be a very cool, a very fun matchup, and just all of the context surrounding these characters. alone is going to be very fun, very enjoyable, and it's about to start off. I can't wait. I'm probably gonna unmute it when it reaches around 1, so like I said, I don't get any type of strike. So here we go. Timed it perfectly. Oh, also, I saw the preview to this. Oh, it looks so good. All right,
Miles
let's
Morales
do it.
versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku.
Yeah.
He's Wiz and I'm
Oh,
Boomstick.
God.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
animation
armor,
is gonna
and
look so
skills
good.
to find out
It's
who
probably
would
going to
win
be on
a
par
death
with
battle.
Eggman versus Dr.
All right,
Eggman
let's
versus
take this from the
Bowser, so
top
that's
again.
gonna be cool.
This is Peter Parker.
Obviously,
he was bitten
they're
by a
doing,
radioactive spider, and
the
for who
intro
knows how
to
long,
Into the
he's been
Spider-Verse.
the one and
Also,
only
I
Spider-Man.
know
A
this.
friendly neighbor
They're
to
using
all of New
a
York
whole
City.
lot of
In a
Spider-Man
universe
stuff
filled with super
has come
soldiers,
out.
hulking green
So,
Goliaths, and world-shattering
it's cool that they're
gods,
using a lot more.
Spider-Man is there
but-
to look out for the little guy.
Yeah.
But in a multiverse of infinite
Also,
possibilities,
Spider-Man
that
is
doesn't
very
always
much
last
tied
forever.
to the
Like
multiverse,
in Universe
which is where
1610,
scaling-
when
like I said,
NYC's
Ultimate
webhead
Universe.
got iced on the job.
The city
Like I
was
said,
left without
so
its
no
protector.
real spoilers,
But
I've said,
fortunately,
but
Peter wasn't the only one
like
who
I
got
said,
bit.
Miles got bit.
Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn
God.
just trying to
I
figure
love
out
how
his
they're
place in the
doing it.
world. And now
Well,
he had it
something else
thrust
that I didn't
upon
bring
him.
up.
The canon
The
event
Miles
to
that they're
start
going to
all
be using.
canon events.
Okay, he's
now
8,
it was
17.
Miles' turn to be
Like,
the hero
all
the
his
Big
interests.
Apple
Oh,
needed,
they're using
and
Harold-
He had all the
oh,
usual
ooh.
spider kit to help
Oh,
him
they're
out.
using
This spider
Harold.
carried the
Wait,
Oz
what?
formula, a genetics-enhancing serum
Oh,
that granted Miles
I didn't know
superhuman
Miles was
strength,
an anime
speed,
nerd,
and the ability to
but that
alter
makes
his
sense.
body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
Like
You can't
original
forget
Spider-Man, that makes
classic
sense.
spider
But yeah,
sense, an internal
they're
warning
using a
system
lot
that
of
lets Miles
Spider-Verse
know about
imagery,
incoming threats so he
but
can react ahead
most
of
likely
time.
they're going to
He
be
even got an
using
upgrade
comics.
that acts like a radar, letting him
See, a lot of
through
comic
stuff.
stuff.
But
So
no spider person is
All
complete
right, let's
without
look through the
their
powers.
web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt
Yeah,
May,
yeah, all
these
of that
webs have
too.
all sorts of applications.
Oh, so yeah, they
between
are
swinging,
using his
grabbing,
vibranium
restraining,
mesh
projectiling,
suit. That's gonna be
and
very
being made
important to
into
look out for.
constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though.
Yeah.
And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had
Yeah.
a lot of self-doubt.
Also, what I
Could he
really
keep
like
up in
about
school?
Miles
What
is
was
that
the right way to talk to
he's
girls?
very much
And
like
how could he live up to being
complicated as a
Spider-Man
person.
when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Let me see
Living
if I can turn
parents.
the
Better
volume
yet,
up.
loving parents.
Let me
They
check.
supported him when
See.
things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best
Yeah, I
way
think
to
I'm gonna
be
keep it
Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a
Aw,
variety
man.
of unique powers.
Look at
like
this makes me sad
invisibility.
because we're not getting that
Venom.
third
Not
part
like Tom
Spider-Man
Hardy.
across
Though it
the
is weird
Spider-Verse
to give your
anytime
main
soon.
power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey. Branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric
Actually, let
energy
me,
and weaponize
yeah, I'm gonna
it, which
exit
is
out of
especially
the
effective against individuals
chat,
with genetic
expand the window
mutations.
here.
Punching,
Actually,
absorbing,
you know what?
blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even
Yeah,
make electric
full screen.
constructs out of this stuff, like
Oh,
bio-webbing and a
I didn't
damn
realize he
sword.
could do this at
Jeez, what
first
kind
when I
of
did my
spider
research.
was this?
It's not
This is
entirely
cool.
science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linnaeufeidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's
guess what?
natural
We
electric
get to learn
fields
science
to
about
fly,
spiders.
traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Oh,
Well, whatever kind of
oh,
bite
gosh.
it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Okay, I want to see what
Miles can
strength
dodge
feats.
gunshots,
Okay.
missiles, and lightning bolts.
All right.
He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Yeah.
OG Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles
Yeah.
is more than a match for him.
Like the time he
Ooh.
absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15
From the
million tons of
Insomniac
TNT.
games.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan
Ooh,
vibranium.
I
The
have
same
no idea
stuff
what
as
this is.
T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impact.
Oh,
It helps to regulate Miles' venom powers
I forgot
too,
he also
allowing
has
him to
kinetic
better
energy
control his
abilities.
electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive,
giving him huge boosts in strength and speed and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has
Chidori,
more than managed to live up to his predecessor. No longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up and he was sent to the main 616 timeline,
like I said,
along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of Spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his
What's interesting is that they haven't brought up him being an actual hero.
Any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
All right. From my knowledge of Spider-Man,
that
was a great. We're just jumping right into it. That was a great analysis.
There was
no one
more
let's look at
synonymous
Deku
with the
now.
word than their symbol of
Yep,
peace.
it contains spoilers.
All Might, the big numero uno, with a smile on his face. He could save anyone and win any fight.
Oh my gosh, I'm being
matter
like Deku
what.
because this is just making me smile.
After a battle with his arch nemesis, All For One, All Might was grievously injured.
Because of course he was.
His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to
how
have their
long
own
was that there?
individual
Oh gosh,
superpowers
that's
or
embarrassing.
Quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just
so
like
he's
All
technically.
Might, but
That's
even his
interesting.
idol
He's
told
technically
him that he
in
would
canon
have to
a
give
year
up
younger
on
than Miles.
his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and
One
his
of them.
Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
Yep,
And so
everything's
after
fairly
months
accurate.
of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights,
Now,
using
this
it
is
for
going to be
smashing attacks
interesting.
named after
Like,
specific
how
U.S.
strong
locales
is Deku going
and
to
the
be
soccer club.
compared
Or
to the
football,
people that
as
Miles
they
goes
call
against?
it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single
Which is
blow.
still a
on
very
accident.
impressive feat.
Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though.
Which is going
Damn,
to be
that
a
looks
weakness.
like it hurts.
He breaks
One
his
for All's
body.
power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it.
But he has
in
a
the hands of
high
an
pain
vessel,
tolerance,
One for All
though.
could cause their body to
Also,
explode.
that scene was always
so
cool.
Izuku would need to continuously
And here's what's
train
cool.
to
He's
master it
strong
at his
even
hero
without quirk.
academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop
UA High.
to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
Which
So to
is
cut
going
down on
to be
his
a
hospital
running
bill,
theme
he developed
leading to what he
full
does next.
cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts,
And
he
this
would
is what's cool.
continuously
This
spread
is
the
pretty much
energy
him
across
holding
his
back his
body
power.
at low
Very much
percentages,
that Spider-Man
using it
Miles
for
Morales
acrobatics
Peter does.
inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style.
Ooh.
Shoot
He learned how to
style.
kick.
To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break. Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book.
And that's what's cool about
switched to
Deku.
focusing on
His fighting
kicks to
styles
pack
are
in
very
more
much
of a
heavily
punch.
inspired by the people around
And that
him.
power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement.
Which is
just
unfortunate.
a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might
this
had
is going
passed
to be
One
a
for
very
All onto
interesting
Deku,
interaction
it had
between
been
Miles
passed
Morales
onto
and,
All Might by
Spider.
his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges,
Yep.
to help him in his battle against All for One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes.
And it may not
they can
seem
also
that he
break
has
his
a
arms
whole
and
lot of stuff
manually
that he can
control
do.
his muscles
He
if he can't
can.
move.
Float
Like they
allows him
just
to soar
explained.
high into the sky.
can control
By
his
combining
muscles
it with
using Black
controlled
Whip.
blasts of pressurized air,
That's
he can
gonna be very
effectively
important.
fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Yeah.
Smokescreen lets him create a smokescreen.
Yeah, very
But
similar.
he can use it at full blast
but
to create
it may be
a
even
bigger
better.
smokescreen.
That's swell and all,
In
but
a
the
certain
real meat
extent.
is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
Yeah, I didn't even
He's combined it with
clock
Black Whip
the
to create
kinetic
the powerful
energy with
black chain
vibranium.
binding attack, and can use it in conjunction
Also,
with
I love
full
how the
Cowling
energy.
to achieve
I've always
foe
liked how there are
100%,
different energy
equaling All
colors
Might's
for
full
all
level
of his
power
quirks.
without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former
Mid-flight.
hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's
As you
bullet
should
once
be.
crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was
Oh.
moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air,
Yes.
or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All for One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch light speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One for All was suffocating him, though. He's
Fortress,
been
yep,
doing
nearly.
all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to
Oh,
save his
can
friends,
hit you
the
really
country,
hard.
the entire
That's a
world,
reference to the
weighed
previous
on
death
Deku.
battle with
So he
Asta.
left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from
Yeah.
nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered
God.
him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All for One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One for All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All for One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a
Yeah.
teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One for All before him.
Some might say
which is
he
fair.
peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually
Oh, they
got
gonna
to
give him
go
the
back
armor?
to kicking butt. He even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the
I don't
help
think they
of his
added the
friends.
armor to the
For so
analysis,
long as
though.
we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need,
Okay.
everyone can be a hero.
Ooh, I'm getting excited. Ooh, I'm getting chills.
Hello,
Oh!
it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know
Okay.
what you're asking. Benjamin,
right.
what are you wearing?
Dummy thick.
All right,
Yes,
I'm gonna let
that's
the
on
ad
the
play.
Campo Menace Mecha
but
Goose
yeah,
going down the trunks
this
of
is gonna be
Poor
fun.
Dummy. Our new
I
summer
still
line
am
of
putting
merch is
my,
available
like,
now on
eggs in the
deathmetal.gg
Deku
for a limited time.
basket,
Website members
but
can even get
I
this
think
in a
it's gonna be
unique
up
color
there.
scheme.
I think Miles Morales
and there's a hat.
definitely has
I
a
like the hat.
solid chance.
I know what
of
else you're asking.
beating Deku.
Benjamin, why did
But I
Wiz
still
build
think
robot
that
butt
Deku's
cheeks on
probably
Dummy?
gonna come out on top.
I don't know.
That's just my thoughts. That's
Get
just
your
from what I
cheeks at
know.
www.deathmetal.gg.
But the fight is going to explain it, and we're going to see if I agree with the outcome. But here we go. The fight's
All
about
right,
to
the
begin.
commands are set. and We've run the data through all possibilities.
Ooh, chills.
It's time for a
Oh.
death battle!
Oh, I'm so excited. All right, let's see how it starts off. Oh, it starts off like a comic book. Oh, that's so great. Oh, that's so cool.
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
Alright, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hand.
Oh yes!
Watch mine, Delaware!
Oh, this looks so good. Oh, oh, that's so. Oh, that's so. Oh,
Let's try that one more time.
oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else.
oh, that's cool.
Gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
Oh, oh, that's so smart. Oh, I love that. Oh, I saw that. That was so cool. Oh, oh, that was. Oh, that's so. I love how they did that. Oh, that was so cool.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
Oh, that's so. Oh, that's a callback to the previous Death Battle episode. Oh, this. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so cool. Oh gosh. Also, Deku has electric powers technically. Oh,
I'm gonna do my best.
ooh.
I gotta do my own thing.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. The Spider-Man. Oh. Oh, that's so. Oh, this animated so well. Whoa.
Sarah was right! Your quirk is amazing!
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, that's so.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit!
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I get it. He used. Oh, that's so cool.
Saito. Death Bang!
Oh,
Beyond!
yo. Oh, that's gonna be cool. He's overwhelming the suit. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I think Deku might lose this. Oh!
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
Oh my gosh, Deku won! Ah!
KO! Vaya con Dios!
Yo!
Let's start by
Let's
talking about
go!
their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the
Oh,
subtle inspiration
gosh.
for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more
Oh.
insight on his surroundings
Yeah.
and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles'
Oh,
invisibility was
yes.
harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs,
Yeah.
and Fajin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed.
All right.
Scaling to
I'm gonna-
Peter,
oh,
Miles
I'm gonna
could
let this
dodge
play
light
out
speed
and go
attacks,
through the little
which actually
black
outpaced
boxes.
Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku, though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make
Yes.
dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities
Also,
and
the
coming up with
song.
strategies on
Oh.
the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks
Yeah.
to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
So you
It's
know what?
close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles.
Okay.
And that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
Oh.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all
When
Yeah.
Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with this punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
about. But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all, So the question
yeah.
wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
Yeah.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All For One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One For All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had,
Yeah.
making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku
So his
could
greatest
dish out.
strength
In this
ended up
superpower
being a
battle,
weakness.
it was Izuku's overwhelming speed
Yo.
and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
Yo.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Deku. Oh.
Next time on Death Battle.
Oh. What is this? Oh no! Oh no! Oh!
Subscribe and join as a member
no.
to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Oh, that's gonna be okay. That's gonna be crazy. You know what? Let's do this one more time. Where is it? It's right. Let's do this one more time. Let's watch that battle, cause that battle is so cool. Like I can't. Oh, that was animated.
Through
All right, here we go.
possibilities.
It's time for
All right,
Death
let's do this one more time,
Battle!
cause that battle was so clean. I'm not gonna lie. First of all, let's break it down a little bit. Starting off with the Bendy Dots, comic inspired. The fact that it starts off as if it's a comic book and ends as if it's a comic book. Seeing oh gosh, and then it transitions into animation.
You're more man
Music.
and less spider than usual.
Banger.
Whoa, I was looking for you.
Oh, so I
Care to show
love.
me what you can do?
I love their initial
Alright,
banter
Manga.
because they're
First
very
lesson,
friendly with
don't
one each
watch the
other,
mouth.
but also very like observant of like each other. So that's cool.
Delaware!
Oh, and he does it like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5 different times. Ooh.
Let's try that one more time.
You see him absorb the actual energy. They're chasing him. His danger sense doesn't go off because he's not in danger at that moment. It will go off here as he gets hit.
I can't use my full powers
He's
here.
using
I'm
smoke
gonna take this
screen
somewhere else.
to block, using to counter it.
Gross!
Breaks his wrist,
Skills,
so
man.
the web shooter doesn't work anymore. He fudged his foot to prepare for a kick. He can't use it because he broke it. And then immediately goes in for the kick. Oh, he did. This is perfect. He's moving faster than sound, so we see the trail of awe.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go
Bro,
all out.
this is great because this is a
Because
callback
I
to
always
Deku
do my
versus
best.
Asta throwing a building. Oh, and this is something that Spider-Man has done in multiple media, is going through the building. That anti-Jesus pose, him using his electricity looks so cool. Oh, them countering, and the orange electricity countering with his yellow one. Him using Fajin, and they're about to go all out. Oh, they're glowing.
I gotta do my own thing.
Oh, this looks just so amazing. The obviously Spider-Verse pose is great. Callback to Deku against Tomoe Shigaraki. I think what I like most about this is like how
Sarah
you
was
see how
right.
he touches it.
Your quirk is amazing.
Also Sarah.
Amazing
I don't know who
is
that
my
call
buddy.
is. Also
They call
callback
me
to
the
Amazing.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate from the Ultimate Universe.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So
That's
it's
something
got
that
a
you wouldn't
limit.
know. Also, this sequence is great. Ooh, I don't know. I think that was definitely fear shift because we saw the second user use it like this. See, that was cool. Call back to his Spanish heritage. Oh, try. Obviously, call back to Deku's ability to just do multiple punches at once. And Deku realizing, oh, what have I done? As the suit can't contain his energy, explosion of spider webs. Ending as a comic in black and white, no longer in color because this was a sad moment because he
You
died.
really are
Spider-Man, you really are
the
the
ultimate.
ultimate. And obviously the you know,
Vaya con-
All Might pose at the end. Oh gosh, this was so cool. And I want to go
Dios,
over
Aranya Hoven.
to
Let's
actually
start
look
by
at the
talking
black
about
boxes.
their superpowers.
Superpowers,
which matched
yeah.
up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks,
Yeah.
they did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense.
While Miles is a herald of the spider god Anansi, Anansi is largely a supportive mentor. Rather than a direct combatant on Miles' behalf, however, Miles' status as his herald could technically grant him spiritual protection from being attacked by One for All vestiges. Okay, that's
Give
cool.
Miles more insight
because
on-
that's something that Deku, in theory, could do. Like, just pump his quirk into the wounds of Spider-Man to cause his body to be overwhelmed and either decay from, like, the power and him unable to hold it, to just, you know, just destroying his soul, which he may have protections from. So that's
his
cool.
surroundings and threats than danger sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense
Okay, that makes sense. Because I'm thinking, like, because I read like a pseudo like blog post talking about who would win between Deku and Miles, and they're like, oh yeah, his invisibility can like nullify Danger Sense. I'm like, not really. Like, once he goes invisible, yeah, Danger Sense can't detect him because he isn't doing malicious intent by going invisible. It's just the moment that he attacks him, invisible or not, that Danger Sense will go off. So
his radar
that makes
system
sense.
allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen,
Deku-
but
yeah.
Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than
The ability
Webs,
to fly
and
is
Budge
just
gave a
goated.
bigger boost in strength than Venom.
And this is something, while Venom is effective against genetic mutants, it can be resisted by those with high durability or pain tolerance, such as Ultimate Green Goblin. Deku has withstood electric attacks from Shigaraki and 9. Even if a Venom strike did paralyze Deku, he could puppet his body with Overlay, which is using his Black Whip to just move his muscles, because he doesn't require his nervous system or his muscles to activate Black Whip. So yeah, that's something else that I
Since
brought up
both
in my
had some
other
advantages
videos. So
and
I'm glad that they
disadvantages,
brought
we're
that up
gonna
here.
call superpowers a tie.
Next
yeah.
up, speed. Scaling to
This
Peter,
one-
Miles could dodge light speed attacks,
Yeah.
which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet.
Which, yeah.
Fortunately for Deku, though,
But because
that
Deku
wasn't
can literally
his
just
best.
nullify
Thanks to
it,
gear shift,
it doesn't
Deku
really
can
matter.
speed
As
himself
long as he
up to
touches him
match
once,
Miles the same way he did
speed
to the
is
light-catching
gone.
Shigaraki. Even worse for
Now, here's the thing about the light catching Shigaraki. Yes, he technically is catching the light, but the implication is that it hit him and then he catches it. You could also make the argument that he catches it and it's still like doing damage because, you know, it's a light, it's a laser. But we saw that with Star and Stripe, she was able to like make it be touchable. So sorry about that. It's very up in the air whether
Spidey,
he
one
can
touch
actually
from gear
do that.
shift could
But if
freeze him
we
in
agree
place
that
and
he
make
does,
dodging totally
yeah,
impossible.
he's light speed.
So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's
And this- and
abilities
we see that
coming
in
up
the
with
fight,
strategies
but-
on the fly.
But
You know what?
Miles'
I'll give
powers
it
and
to
fighting
him.
style gave Deku
I'll give it to
few
Miles
immediate
strictly
openings.
because his
Deku may
training
have received more
is not
formal
necessarily
training
better
in
than
a way,
Deku's,
but he was
but
ultimately
he has
only
more
active hero work for a
experience.
little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything.
Yeah, like it says, Miles has been trained by Captain America, Colin Wing, Misty Knight, and Black Panther. While the training is arguably not as intensive as Deku's full-time study at UA, he's not inexperienced by any means.
From neighborhood
Okay.
crooks to multiverse
So yeah,
ending
Deku
gods
has
for
more formal
significantly
training.
longer.
It's
But
close,
Miles
but
may
with his
have
greater
more
experience, skill
experience
goes to
training.
Miles, and that means the
And
biggest
strength?
deciding factor is raw.
This is going to probably
And
be
that
like the
was
most
no
debatable
contest.
aspect.
Miles absorbing the energy of
Because
that bomb was
they are using the what's the word I'm looking for? The Insomniac like feat, but they also make reference to the feat with like, you know, Falcon. So
nothing to scoff at, but
while
overwhelming power is what
they are
One
using
for
it from
All
the
is
games,
all
it
about.
still
When
doesn't
Deku
really
defeated All
change
for
it.
One, the energy needed to
The
part
energy
those
to
clouds.
do that, disperse the storm mass, free fall time frame of 1.21 seconds,
This
cloud
punch
spinning
had a
speed,
yield of 362
gigatons of TNT, billions of tons. of TNT.
billion tons
So-
of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles
Even with like that's how much he could absorb, like electricity and energy wise, that's still greater than that. Millions versus billions.
absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium
And
suit
yeah,
after all.
the suit
So the question wasn't
very much
necessarily
helped
who
him,
was stronger.
but it was also
if
detrimental.
Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons.
See, that's not even, that's like barely a 6. Miles' bomb absorption feat was nearly fatal. Furthermore, The 546 million ton yield of vibranium durability was a high-end calculation. The energy is simply rendered New York uninhabitable is far less. Even analyzed generosity, Miles' strength and armor is much weaker than
Impressive,
the
but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times
Even if you
stronger than
have
Vibranium's
it,
limit.
it's still
And Deku did
too
that
much.
with One for All's embers, not the full package.
Arguably,
And remember, the vibranium in
strength-wise,
Miles' suit was
that may
much
not be a
thinner
factor.
than what Falcon and Black Panther
But
had,
yeah.
making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could
So,
dish
yeah.
out.
In this superpower battle,
overall, I think that this was an amazing episode. Let me switch to solo camera now. I love this episode. Oh gosh, this episode, I'm trying to think which is better. Tomoe Shigaraki versus Mahito or Deku versus Spider-Man Miles Morales. Ooh. Oh, that's so hard, but I'm gonna have to go with this one purely off vibes. Also because I like Spider-Man and Deku more than I like Shigaraki and Mahito. So, but yeah, overall, the analysis was on point. I came to a similar conclusion. Yeah, Deku won this, and I'm glad that they gave him the win. That means Spider-Man Miles Morales has 2 losses now. So that's going to be fun. He may eventually come back. But yeah, let me ask you. So yeah, that's my reaction, thoughts, breakdown, whatever you want to call it, for this death battle episode. And let me ask you this. How did you feel about the death battle? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? And do you think that Deku should have deserved the win, or do you think the win should have gone to Miles? Don't forget to leave your thoughts down below. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. Do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!